Let's talk about a thing that's close to my heart that I've been working for over the past year or so, helping people around the world become aware of today, which is World Vitiligo Day. Now, we chose today because it's the June 25th, and it's the anniversary of the death of Michael Jackson. He died at the age of 50. And Michael Jackson actually had vitiligo, and I talked about my own struggle with vitiligo, and as I go around the world, and I have been around the world in different locations to talk about Michael Jackson, you see the difference in his skin when he, before you can notice vitiligo to after. That's the differences. And my book came out in '07 called Turning White. We've talked about that on the air, but since then a lot of people have been wondering what I've been doing. I'm the international spokesperson for the disease vitiligo, and I've been going around the country and the world talking about raising awareness to vitiligo. And I latched on to an association called the Vitiligo Research Foundation, started by a guy named AQExSCcB, and his daughter has vitiligo. He's a philanthropist, and he had me come over to Russia and speak at a couple of different events, but he started this initiative called World Vitiligo Day, which is today. And basically what we want people to do is, we put a link on our website. Go to the website. We need 500,000 signatures to get this day recognized by the United Nations. So we're going to lobby the United Nations, but I've gone to Italy, to Spain. I've been to Russia twice to talk about the disease, not to mention all around this country. So I don't talk about myself much when it comes to having vitiligo, but obviously I have a disease that makes my face and hands very different. It's called vitiligo, same thing Michael Jackson had. And I've been interviewed numerous times about this, and I will continue to do the same thing. But today is World Vitiligo Day, and I'm working with people in different parts of the world. They had a big press conference in Rome the end of last week. They're having something in New York today, but this is for people here in our viewing area and online to know that not only am I still advocating for vitiligo awareness, but today is a day where you can go to our website, and on this anniversary of the death of Michael Jackson, which he never really talked about having vitiligo very much, we hopefully, they're calling it the Heal the World Initiative, wear purple, or even more than that. Go to the website, go to the link, 500,000 signatures, we can get it recognized as a day, and then around the world we can start lobbying for different things. This guy, AQExSCcB, has spent countless amount of money putting into research, his own money, to find a cure, and I think he's coming close. He's doing the best around the world that I've seen, so he's coming very close. So it's World Vitiligo Day, everybody, and all you need to do is go to the website. We'll put a link there. I think it's called june25.org, where you can go and just sign your name, or maybe post it on your Facebook page and our Facebook page, so that we can just get more awareness of this disease, because I've met too many kids and too many people around the world that suffer from this disease, and unlike me, I'm very public. I talk a lot, you guys know that, especially in the breaks, but they're in hiding. I mean, I met a woman who hadn't been outside in 6 months because she has, this disease. I met a kid who gets teased beyond what I talked about in '05. I met so many more people around the world. There's a place in India where a larger percent of the population has it, like 20% of the population. Wow. And they still, when they get the disease, they get shunned. Their spouse leaves them. They keep the kids away. It's really sad what's happening around the world. There's an initiative in Africa as well where they're talking about it. So hopefully we get enough signatures so the UN can recognize it as a day, and then we start funneling more money into research. That's what it's all about. So if you want to do anything, log on, sign up, and maybe you can help.
I didn't realize today was the anniversary of Michael Jackson's death, and I remember a lot of people didn't believe he had it.
Right. It's really weird because I go to speak at these different events, and I've become a motivational speaker for everybody who didn't know, but I'll talk about this more at a later date about me. But really the day is about Michael Jackson. But as I go around the world talking about vitiligo, every time somebody says, do you really think he had it? And I'm like, yes, he had it. And people who see me walking around without makeup on, you guys have seen me, of course. Everybody here has seen me without makeup on, and everybody who I encounter on a day-to-day basis, I don't wear makeup when I'm not on the air. And it's shocking. I had lost completely all of my pigment, just like Michael. My face was exactly his color. Now it's starting to come back with something that AQExSCcB, the guy, the philanthropist from Russia, tried for his daughter. He said, you have to go and try this. So I went and tried it. You guys know I had 3 weeks off. You guys might know as well. I had 3 weeks off. I went to a different country to try this treatment, and it's working. So I'm going to talk about that coming up in a couple of months once we get a date on when to talk about it. But yeah.
Full disclosure between friends and coworkers.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ask you about that because I didn't want to run the risk of you saying no, it didn't work or it's not working. So just so you know, I haven't inquired about that.
Thank you.
Because I didn't know how to
broach this.
I'm glad to hear that it's working. I'm like relieved for you.
And you know how you approach things with like cautious optimism. Because I don't know what's going to happen, and I talked to Dana about one day maybe. Oh yeah, our boss. One day about coming on the air without makeup on again, and just using white makeup instead of dark makeup because I have to cover so much at this point. So the story today isn't about me, but maybe in a few months we're going to have this story to talk about exactly what's happened since I did that other story about 5 years ago. But yeah, it's working, but I'm still keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm still under the treatment from the doctor that I'm trying.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Good
we'll see.
You.
Thank you.